How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm showing you guys how I was able to still use the latch on my Dualtron's electric scooter after upgrading the steam with an extender, because most of the time when you do that you're no longer able to latch the steam when you fold it into this area. That's why I'm showing you guys how I did it. So first of all, this is the footrest that I made after buying this I think this is 66 custom footrest, but it has an opening here which I don't like because your foot just gonna go in there. So after getting that, I came over here. You see the screws, how they are right there? These are the screws that would allow me to put this way, but it wouldn't fit. It would not work for this for some reason, and it needs to be this. This is the one that comes with the Dualtron Compact. I asked Mini Motors, do you guys have one where the bolts, like these bolts that are going in these two areas, where they're gonna be on this side, but they say they didn't have any of those. So what I ended up doing was, on my footrest, I drew the hole into the plate, this plate right here. I drew the hole up there and put the screws underneath, flat heads bolts, so screws, whatever you want to call it. I put flat head bolts coming up, so that way I can tighten up the whole thing with this. As you guys can see, these two bolts are now holding on to this, and this is really strong. This thing is strong. There's no play, there's no movement whatsoever. And then these two bolts that are right here hold onto footrest down against the scooter. So it's kind of an interesting little thing going on right here, because this is actually supposed to hold onto the latch, but it's just holding onto the plate, and then I use the screws drilled from the plate to hold onto the latch. Now let's go up to the front, because that's not all that you have to do when it comes to getting this thing right. This is the setup for the latch. Now I know it looks a little bit crazy because that's what happens when you're doing engineering madness without no machine shop. All this was done by hand. The very first thing I had to do was extend the latch. So I cut it and I used some metal sheets and extend it to be a bit longer to latch onto that hole. And this is still the same. This is just the same latch. I just cut it in half and then extended it, attached bolts on both sides. You can see those bolts, that's what's holding it. Still have enough space to where it's going to latch at. Now this thing right here, as you guys know, once you have extended it, the one that comes with the Dualtron is actually attached at the very top. It's attached with the handlebars itself. So once you take off that handlebar, pretty much you can't really use that latch. So I came up with this thing. This is from if you have a Dualtron Compact, it comes with one of these latching mechanisms for the folding area. This folding area right here, that's what I use right here. I just cut up a little bit more of it down and I shaved it down a little bit more so this thing can actually go up and down. And then it actually fits at the top. After you add the extension, it fits at the very top of the extender. The next thing I had to do was make sure that this does not move up. So it does not come up at all. And I used a couple of this. You can find this on Amazon. You can ask in the comment below and I can make sure I find the detail information for it. But I used this to make sure that it holds onto this, and then I added a bunch of these other little ones to hold onto this tight. Meanwhile, it looks stylish, right? Now I'm going to show you guys how this thing folds and clamps on there. You guys can see it works. It's not like the best. I know this is not the best design or whatever, but I think the manufacturer can definitely come up with something better than I did. I'm just showing you guys that they can do it, because if I can show you that this is possible, the manufacturer can do something way better with all their tools and machines and whatever. Now you can see how it is. All you do, you lift it up. The camera lifted up so then touched it. Move this out of the way. It goes into that area and it latches. And I can lift this thing up from there. It's strong enough. There's no play whatsoever in that area. And I can pick this up. Just like that. So it holds on pretty strong. I don't normally just carry this thing from there. either way. I don't do it, but it's just so that it has something that it latches on and it doesn't move. It doesn't come off from there. But this is the Dualtron Thunder 2, and I'm showing you guys how I was able to use the latching even after extending this up. Okay, I apologize for the noise outside in advance, but I need to show you guys this because you guys have been asking. This latch, most people have asked me, how are you able to still use your latch even after putting the steam adapter that extends the pole up a little bit more? Because once you do that, most of the electric scooters for the Dualtron, you're no longer able to use this latch. It's useless, you can't use it. But I was able to figure out a way to still use it. The old handlebar for the Dualtron, you guys already know that this is actually attached at the very top of it. So once you replace it, say goodbye to this. You will not have to either tie your scooter up, or I don't know if someone else have come up with a way to still use the same thing and mount and latch onto the scooter when you collapse this and fold it down. My own thing that I figured out, if you guys can see these things that are here, some people might be like, oh, why do you have so much of that? It looks whatever. Anyway, this to prevent this from moving and leaving this spot, because this is the spot that when I fold it, it actually latches onto the bottom for it to latch onto right there. So therefore I had to put these things, but I wanted it to, you know, look nice, look different. You guys can already see the one that I did for my compact looks different. This is a way to kind of make my electric scooter also look unique. But yeah, so this is the setup. This is from the 010X. Okay, so you guys know the 010X has its own latching thing as well, and this is actually its stuff right here. I just replaced it with a Dualtron. I replaced this part with a Dualtron. Let me see if I can find that latch up here. It might be, okay, there we go. Okay, this is actually from the 010X that I had. The first idea that I had to try to mount, to use this to latch onto the deck, was use the same latch, because this just goes through here like this. Okay, to use the same one, but then shave up this area, shave it all the way down that way, because you can see, if you look at this one, you can see how tiny it is, right? And you can see my attempt of trying to make it the same size, but at the end of the day I was like, just forget it, I'm just gonna go through here, and I made the hole bigger on this side so I can put this thing through here. And then, so this rod that you're looking at right here, this came off of a 010X latching mechanism, so you can look for that, but then replace this with the Dualtron one that already comes with the Thunder 2. Once you have done that, make sure that it's aligned right here. This is where I have my own, depending on which one of these adapter things that you get. You can find it on mini models. I think my affiliate link still works if you want to get it, but this is what they are called if you want to go look for it on mini models. These are the steam adapters. See, once you extend this up because you're trying to get some more length, you can no longer use the Dualtron. You can't use that latch anymore anyways, but I'm still able to use it. But I'll show you guys how it works right now, and it latches on there. This allows me to pick up my Dualtron and take it upstairs, and this thing is not swinging all over the place. It's also, I told you guys, portability is extremely important. These things need to be portable. This is one of the things that I really dislike about the GT2. It doesn't lock onto anywhere. When you're picking this thing up, it just flies all over the place, and I hate that. Anyway, back to this. I'll show you guys right now how it goes down there and it locks in, and we just pick it up and ready to go. It's really easy. So I'll come from the other side. You guys can see the latch goes in right there, and it locks in, easy peasy. And from there, you can pick this thing up. I just carry it like that. I don't pull on the steam very much. So you guys can see it works fine. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all the support. And we had 1,000 subscribers, man. That's pretty crazy. Appreciate all the support. I'll keep trying to make informative videos that give you guys some type of value. If you have any more questions about this setup for the Thunder 2, let me know on the comment below, and I will do my very best to respond and give you any information that you need. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing too. Peace out.